I couldn't go through all of Black History Month without talking about the N word and its use, especially given what's going on in our communities right now. So let's jump right in. What's so bad about it? It's just a word. Okay, and words have history. Many etymologists believe the N word's origins popped up around the late 15th, early 16th century, though it has links to times before that. In its history are Latin, Spanish, Dutch, French, and English terms, and its derogatory form, nigger, appeared in the late 16th, early 17th centuries. So, what was going on during the rise of this word? Well, colonization, for one, and the slave trade, for another, and the harm that came with those things. The word was synonymous, even in its casual sense, with black subservience. Fast forward to the 1900s, you had legal discrimination practices that were violently enforced while the word was slung around like a weapon. The term was so ingrained in society that it appeared in non-black produced songs, products, and other popular media. The word is a caricature, a casual descriptor, and a term used to demean, all wrapped up into one othering bow. Knowing this, why in the world do non-black people want to say it so bad? But my black friend said it's okay, plus it's only bad if you give the word power. Look, the N-word's hundreds of years of negativity in the mouths of white and non-black people is not going to be undone by a non-black person yelling it at their friends playing Overwatch. You simply cannot separate the word from its history when black folk continue to be viewed as lesser and are disproportionately hurt by the current systems, and black people are still being called the word, both hard R and A, now by white people in derogatory ways. This includes people outside the United States. And even if one of your black friends is okay with it, many others won't be. Can you really stop yourself from saying it in certain contexts? What happens when you slip up? What does it mean that you're saying this word behind closed doors when no one can hear you? Here's a comparison for you. I hate being called Jessie because the people who bullied me in grade school called me that. It's my job to reclaim the nickname Jessie, not yours to call me that until I am somewhat desensitized. You don't get to call me that even if your other friend who went through similar trauma is also named Jessie. Okay, sure you can, but that doesn't make it right. Now, imagine the nickname Jessie had far-reaching, multi-generational history and trauma, and you still want to say it because you think you should have a right to say whatever you want because it's just a word? That's what's happening when you choose to say the N-word. Because instead of just my high school bullies as its history, you have people in chains, you have lynchings, you have police brutality, you have racism so deeply ingrained in society that some people don't even know it's there. So if you're still okay with using this word with your black friend and you're not black, know that you're communicating that you do not care to know or understand its connection to history and modern day. I just don't think anyone should say it then. Okay, but you cannot reclaim a word that was not used to hurt you. If the black community wants to debate who can say the word, that is another story. But it's not up to non-black folk to decide what is and is not racist to black people. Just like it was not up to my friend whether or not it's okay to call me Jessie. Anyway, in the years following the Civil War, the term nigger saw seeds of reclamation as some black folk used it affectionately. Fast forward again to mid to late 1900s, where the term nigga was popularized in black media, along with the rise of African American vernacular English and rap. It was often used as a term of brotherhood or camaraderie, and in media that pushes back against a system that does not favor black folk. This is how a group reclaims a word to give power back to that group, and why people outside that group should refrain. In conclusion, exercise self-control and understand that not everything is for you. I know, it's not fun, but the N-word is not ancient history, y'all. There's no buffer. This goes for people who are non-black people of color as well. Y'all, if you're not black, you don't get to say the word. It does not matter if you grew up alongside black people. If your favorite TV show character was black, if you aren't from the US, anti-blackness is an issue that spans multiple races, countries, you name it. We think we're detached from the term because black culture has been appropriated as internet culture or stan culture. This includes looks, music, styles, slang, and more. But it ain't internet culture, fam. It's black culture. And Yeah, understand that while words change over time, this word has not yet lost its sting. It's 2021, and people who lived right through the civil rights movement are still alive because we are still facing serious levels of marginalization and systemic racism. Because words have weight, because it is not simply a descriptor. So, in the end, I ask again, why do you want to say it? Really?